All right, what is up? Video number 2. 5 more packs here for you. Got another athletic sticker, so that keeps the AL West clean sweep going. So we have 3 Mariners, 2 Athletics, and a Rangers. First card is Tom Pagnozzi, Cardinals pitcher. The next one, famous third baseman Greg Jeffries for the New York Mets. There he is. I think he makes that same face on every card. I'm not sure. Dave Martinez, another great player, outfielder for the Expos. Jim Leyritz, Yankees infielder. Has the sunglasses flipped up on that one. That's pretty awesome. Kind of sunglasses that they use in the outfield so they can see in the sunlight where the ball is. Mike Lavalier, or however you say that name. Pirates catcher. Joe Magrani, I think that's Joe Magrani, Cardinals pitcher. Dickie Thon. There we go. Phillies shortstop. Some characters we had in these teams, man. Back in the day. 90s. It was a good time for the early 90s. Was a good time for the Phillies. Jeff Huson, Ranger shortstop. Dennis Martinez, Expos pitcher. Some flowing hair there, man. Almost jealous of that. Ken Griffey Jr. again. We all go through these briefly because we've seen Ken Griffey Jr. We've seen Dave Stewart. A lot of repeats in these packs. Todd Hundley we've seen. Mark Whiten we've seen. And John Ramos we've seen. So on to pack number 2. And it's, you guessed it, AL West. The Rangers must have really been pumping out those AL West cards because, my goodness, or stickers, I mean. Casey Candaele, Astros infield. Tim Belcher, pitcher for the Dodgers. There he is. It's going to be very pitchery. BJ Surhoff, catcher for the Brewers. Jose Rio, Reds pitcher. Mark Kubica, Royals pitcher. Jerome Walton is an outfielder for the Cubs. So, pretty good numbers. Travis Fryman, Tigers third baseman. A lot of Tigers in this set too. Oddibe McDowell, Braves outfielder. So, see him. He's in there. Oh my goodness. Talk about a Phillies legend. John Crucky. He's just a heck of a ball player, man. He's one of those guys that you gotta love. 5'10", 200, man. That guy, he could do it all, man. For the Phillies, he was a personality. He was a good first baseman. Fans really bought into him and loved him, and he was great for the Phillies. Shane Mack, Twins outfield. Will Clark, he is the San Francisco Giants first baseman. Andy Van Slyke, outfielder for the Pirates. So, get in there. That's a good one. Terry Shumpert is next. And then after him, first baseman for the Cardinals, Pedro Guerrero. Goodness, the streak is over. We finally got American League East, not American League West. So, Yankees sticker. That one's actually pretty cool. Andy Baines, Padres pitcher. Good card there. Here's another Barry Bonds. A different card of Barry Bonds than the last one we got. Here's what it says on there on the back. Great performances there. And see, you can pause and read that if you want. Third baseman, Matt Williams. He's third base for the Giants. This one's interesting. Dan Plesac, a Brewers pitcher. For those of you who play the show, you'll be familiar with Dan Plesac because he's an announcer on the some of the show video games. I don't think all of them, but most of them. Hensley Mullins, outfield for the Yankees. Oh man, here's another great pitcher. Has a perfect game in his career. David Wells, Blue Jays pitcher. He was a Yankee, Padre later on in his career. Famous pitcher. Had a rubber arm. He could go all day if you let him. Great player. Mike Morgan, pitcher for the Dodgers. Another amazing player right here, Roberto Alomar, Blue Jays second baseman. The Alomar family, famous for their great baseball players. Roberto, and I believe Sandy was his brother. Mel Hall, Yankees outfielder. I got another one of him in my collection somewhere, I know that. Gary Templeton, played for the Padres at shortstop. Tim Naehring, Red Sox shortstops, a couple shortstops in a row. Dave Justice, Braves outfield. Not to be confused with David Justice, I don't think. Different guy overall. But see what you got there. Mark Langston, pitcher for the Angels. And finally, Ben McDonald, pitcher for the Orioles, or the O's. All right, the next pack. And you guessed it, we're back to the American League West. So that's a bit unfortunate. The next one's a good player, Fred McGriff, first baseman for the Padres. Always was a solid player, good hitter. Next one is Lloyd Moseby, Tigers outfielder, another good ball player. Next one is Pete O'Brien. He's the first baseman for the Mariners. Next is Dave Henderson. He's the Athletics outfielder, looking like he was going for a big power swing in that picture there. No triples, it said in the back. That's kind of funny. Tom Herr, Mets second baseman. Dave Stieb, interesting guy. Look him up. He's a very interesting cat. If you look him up, he's a great pitcher. Just a funny guy when you look up stuff in his history. Darren Fletcher, another Phillies catcher here. You can read that if you pause it. So that's pretty good. Dwayne Ward, pitcher for the Blue Jays. Dan Pasqua, White Sox outfielder. And Terry Steinbach, Oakland Athletics, making an appearance. Athletics catcher. So I took out a lot of doubles from the last few packs because nobody wants to look at doubles too much. You see the sticker again, Yankees, so very repetitive with the stickers. Darren Lewis, Giants outfielder. So see how I can deal with the stickers in the next pack. Tim Raines, White Sox outfielder, good ball player. See his stats there. For the year, Vince Coleman, Mets outfielder. Dennis Rasmussen, Padres pitcher. This one, I believe I do have a card of him with the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta have to check my collection, but yeah, he was good there. Mike Moore, Athletics pitcher. A lot of pitchers in this one. John Burkett, excuse me. Pitcher for San Francisco Giants. You can see his numbers there. Next guy is Kevin Brown, pitcher for the Texas Rangers. Has some pretty decent numbers. George Bell, outfielder for the Cubs. Eddie Zosky, another Blue Jays player, shortstop. Brooke Jacoby, Indians third base, now Guardians. Willie McGee, Giants outfielder. And Eric Hansen, pitcher for the Mariners. All right, 3 more packs for you. There's another Yankees sticker. Who would have thought? You know, repetitive again. Let me know what you think of these videos. It's a little bit different from my channel, but we'll see how it goes. Reds pitcher, Tom Browning. Steve Fry, I believe we already had. So, pitcher there. Murphy, we already had. Yeah, we already had a couple of these guys. Bruce Hurst. Pitcher for the Padres. Kevin Bass, Giants outfielder. I think we already had him. Willie Banks. Twins pitcher. Here we go. The big hurt, Frank Thomas. Who could he hit a baseball 1.5 miles? Numbers might not suggest it there, but he would go on to be one of the best power hitters of his era. And he played a long time, and he hit the ball just unbelievably, and one of the cleanest guys in the steroids era. Greg W. Harris, Padres pitcher. Brian Holman, Mariners fame. Jeff Brantley, Giants. And Carlos Garcia, Pirates infielder. See his numbers there. Must have been a rookie. You guessed it, AL West for the next pack. So that's never fun. It's repetitive, but Mark Davidson, Astros outfielder. Yeah, I didn't read that wrong. Last Johnson. He's Cleveland, or no, sorry, Chicago White Sox outfielder. Here we go, Tom Glavine. And we had Greg Maddux earlier. Now this is Tom Glavine, left-hander. Well into the 300 win club. Excellent pitcher, World Series champion. A lot of great things he did. Jerry Brown, second baseman for what is now the Commanders. Mark Grace, first baseman for the Cubs. Mike Devereaux, Orioles outfielder. Chris Sabo, Reds third baseman. Tom Bernansky, Red Sox outfielder. This one's interesting. Ramon Martinez. I think this is Pedro Martinez's brother, Ramon. If I'm not mistaken there, I believe that's Ramon, the brother of Pedro, so that's a neat card to have. And finally, excellent hitter, excellent ball player for the Angels, Dave Winfield. A great career, great ball player. That'll be all for this video. It's been pretty long, so thanks for hanging in, and we'll see you next time.